is about this distinction. So there are a lot of words out there, and I think it's easy sometimes to get confused or even into situations where the languaging or the specific word used can mean something and we're not on the same page. So
Yeah.
what do you look at as the distinction between habits and rituals?
Wow. So in my effort to perpetually simplify things, probably because I'm not very bright, I, in my mind, a ritual is just a series of habits. If you think about what a morning ritual is, it's like you get your coffee, you get your tea, you grab your newspaper, whatever it is, you wake up at a certain time, you brush your teeth, you jump in the shower. So that's one habit after another habit after another habit. And when you combine them, you have a morning ritual. You can do the same thing for an evening ritual. The only thing I will say, and this gets totally esoteric, but I talked about it in the habit factor, and I think it's an important because of your spirituality level. Ritual has a very spiritual connotation.
Mm-hmm.
And I was trying to make the case that habit has the same sort of spiritual connection. And the reason I'm saying that is because when you are performing things at a certain brainwave level, meaning semi-conscious or, with little or no conscious thought, your brainwave's in a different pattern. It's in a different place. And my humble suggestion is that where and how we use our subconscious mind to connect to the super conscious, if you believe in that sort of thing. So habit is a pathway to that. And I think that theory is supported because rituals are used to connect to higher powers. And habit is a conduit right there. So the simple statement is a habit is one recurring behavior. A ritual is a series. You will see all sorts of complicated answers and BS out there, but that's in my estimation, that's it. It's simple, short.
I like that. So you weren't thinking I was going to go here, but I have a question.
Right.
In what you just said. So I personally, and I wonder, I bet other people do this too. I skate over the things like brushing my teeth, taking a shower, getting dressed. Like I skate over those being habits, but clearly they're habits.
Absolutely.
Right? Because they're just built into my life. They're on autopilot, but they are certainly habits that I've created. So are you saying then, based on what you just said, that something like brushing my teeth is a spiritual act?
What I'm saying is, I was just going to actually go there. Yeah, what I'm suggesting to you is at that moment, have you ever had insight while you were brushing your teeth?
And that's where I was going to go with it too, is that I've never considered it.
Ever had insight when you were in the shower?
For sure. Some of the best ones.
Correct. And I think that is because, not so much the act itself,
but because we're not focusing on the act.
Because you're in a different brainwave state. You're between alpha and theta and right in there. And that's where you're open to insight.
Yep.
So habit is the gateway for that.
That's brilliant. Habit is the gateway drug for connection.
Yes, and it's all in the habit factor right here. Read about it here.
I love that because that's one of the things that I chat a lot about is going for walks without something plugged in your ear. Maybe not every walk, but some walks without stuff streaming in your ears because you're able to have that connection. And that's what you're saying.
Yeah, and I do both. Often I have something in my ear, and even though I do, I still have the ability to I don't know. I'm in that brainwave where I can be listening to something and still creating ideas. So that's,
yeah, love it. Okay.
On ritual, no other question. That's fine. That's plenty. We covered more.
I love it though. I love it, and I like how you took it to the spiritual side as well. For people like me that really appreciate that